Penguinswander Lust. This is my guest, Christopher Bauer, and today we're going to be talking for my self-discovery workshop. We're going to be talking about goals. And Chris has a huge number of goals, and he has been working through achieving them. So could you tell us a little bit about some of your goals?
Well, I started back in 2013, setting lists for trying to achieve where I wanted to get at the end of every year. I started out in the beginning as only about a dozen, but my list has grown since then and got up to almost 50 so far.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a good way just to keep track of where you want to be at the end of each year and moving forward. I've also got more into the habit more lately, the last couple of years, where you're doing lists in the short term for each day for the months, or each day for the week, or for the months, depending if you need to keep track of everything what's going on.
But doesn't that make you feel a little overwhelmed by having too many?
It keeps everything organized by doing that.
So do you have categories to put your goals?
Not really. It's just everything's under one category. Like for the restoration shop, everything at the moment is for the restoration shop. How it's moving forward. For any other businesses I'm planning on starting, or my floor plan business, those ones they're lesser because you don't get so much done in it. It's a newer venture. These ones are trying to get this one more established and moving forward faster.
Yeah, Chris has set up north of the city where I live on a property, and he is restoring old Volkswagen cars and buses and Hudsons and terraplanes, and they're really neat. They have huge fronts, and yeah, it's been pretty good. So as a first step, you got your education first.
5 years.
Yeah.
Going to school after graduating high school. And then the search for this happened from after graduating, finding it, you could say 3 years ago. Taking that whole year trying to figure out the permit process because I've never done it before. The following year, building the business and the property from the ground up and learning everything, what's involved in that. And yeah, going forward now, trying to get the business producing money like it should be. It's like any other business, you have to sacrifice your time to get it to go from there.
So it's not an overnight success type of thing. You have to plan, you have to get the training you need for what you want to do, and then you have to go through the ropes for getting whatever you need built. And I guess the important thing is to just keep going.
Learning the problem at hand, like trying to figure out the permit process, and then following through without running into issues or giving up halfway.
Right.
You could be almost there.
Right.
Yeah.
Any other words of wisdom about goal setting and goals? Do you keep a journal or diary to record where you are?
No, notes, lists, that's mostly what I
do you put done when you're...
I just check them off. Check them off. Some weeks you have like a dozen to do in one day. I can check off almost all of them. Other times, all of them entirely, and it feels great to have all that accomplished. Other times you have a dozen, you only get half done because the other ones you don't get around to.
Right.
And I carry them forward until they get done, which does get a bit monotonous because you're seeing the same one appear again and again and again.
Calling at you to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a reminder almost, nagging at you. Your own self-nagging at you. But yeah. It's just not to give up, and then always, I find, you have to be able to like think critically, which I learned a lot going to post-secondary. So if you run into a problem, like you run into a problem where you can't get a piece of a car, what do you do? Because you need to get the car done in this time frame. Where do you go? and immediately go through that process instead of waiting a day or two. Just get it done right
Do some
then and
creative problem solving.
there. Yeah.
Right.
Do it on the spot. It pushes you further ahead, and
Right.
yeah.
Cool. Oh, anything else? Anything else?
Not really too much. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hope you learned something from this that might be helpful. So don't give up. Have a list of your goals and don't let problems stop you. So
Yeah.
thank you. Bye!